Hi, friends. Today we're going to read a story called Lights Out about staying up past your bedtime. When's your bedtime? Is it 7 or 8 or 9? All right, well, let's see what happens when someone stays up past their bedtime. I'm going to share my screen. Lights out. I'm the youngest kid in my family. I have to go to sleep before everyone else. My brother goes to sleep at 10 o'clock. My sister can stay up until 9 o'clock. Guess when I have to go to sleep? 8 o'clock. Is that fair? Every night is the same. I turn out my light and get into bed. I look out the window. There's a big apartment building across the street. Almost every light is on, and I have to go to bed. How can this be fair? Tonight I count the lights. There are 32 of them. 32. All of those people are still up. I march into the living room. I'm always the first person in the world to put my light out, I say. Tonight I want to be the last person to do it. Please let me. There's no school tomorrow. My mother says, okay. My father does too. You can keep the light on, they tell me, just this once. Fantastic. This will be a great night. I count the lights again. There were 32 lights before. Now there are only 30. Two people are already asleep. Not me. I write 30 in my notebook. A good start. I'm going to stay up until every light I see from my window is out. By then, everyone else in the world will probably be asleep. Ah. A girl on the first floor turns out her light. A minute later, two lights go out on the second floor. Then another. That's four lights. I write 30 minus 4 in my notebook. This is easy. I count back to get the answer. There are 26 lights to go. I look at my clock. It says 9 o'clock. I've already stayed up an hour longer than I usually do, and I'm not a bit sleepy. A woman comes into a room and covers her parrot's cage with a cloth. Then she turns out her light. I count. Is that two more? No, I can't count the parrot. It's only one light. There are 25 lights left. In one window, I see twin boys. They're having a pillow fight. Their mother comes into the room. The boys jump into bed. She kisses them and turns out the light. She turns out her light, too. That's two more lights go off on the same floor. That's four more lights out. 21 still to go. People sure get sleepy early. I'm a little sleepy myself. I have an idea to wake myself up. I'll put on some music and dance. All of a sudden, six lights go out. I grab my notebook. Now I have to regroup to get the answer. 21 minus 6 is 15. A man is doing jumping jacks at his window. It looks like fun. I do a few too. The man turns out his light. All the other lights on his floor go out. Wow. Do the people on that floor always go to sleep at the same time? There were 8 lights on that floor. 15 minus 8 is 7. 7 lights to go, and I will be the last one up. I can hardly wait. Now what? A boy turns out his light, but he starts reading with a flashlight. He reads and reads. That book must be terrific. I can't count you if your flashlight is on, I think. Finish the book tomorrow. What do you know? The boy turns out the flashlight. 7 minus 1 is 6. The lights are getting blurry. I must have closed my eyes for a second. I open them very wide, and suddenly 3 lights go out. Now only 3 lights are still on. I'm very sleepy. I doze for a minute, then my eyes snap open. Great, only 2 lights are on now. A light must have gone out while I had my eyes closed. It's hard to believe. It's hard to be the last one up, but I can do it. I make funny faces to keep myself awake. I make my dinosaur face. It's awesome. Then I make my laughing hyena face, and I get my reward. A light goes out. Now there's only 1 light left. Why doesn't it go out? Doesn't that person know how late it is? What's going on over there? Look what she's pretending. She seems to think that it's some evil monster or something making a potion. Says, I'm very tired. I close my eyes for just 1 minute, but I'm not asleep. Definitely not. This is a contest between me and the other person who isn't asleep, and I'm going to win, except I'm so tired. I need to lie down on my bed for 1 second. When I open my eyes, the sun is shining. It's morning. This is not fair. I wasn't the last one up, even though I tried so hard. I look at the window that had the last light. The shade flies up. There's a boy with a red baseball hat. I know that boy. He goes to my school. His name is Daniel, and he's my age. How could he stay up so late? Mom and I walk to the playground. I see Daniel coming around the corner. Boy, you stay up late, I say. I was up late myself last night. I saw your light. Oh, Daniel says, I always sleep with my light on because of my little brother. He's such a baby, but the light doesn't bother me. I was asleep by 8 last night. Yippee! I feel great. This is fairer than fair. I was the last person up last night. I was probably the last person up in the whole world. But I have to admit, I'm really, really tired. I can't wait to go to bed tonight. So she learned a lot about what everybody does in the apartment building next door, and she was the last one up. What do you think? Have you ever been the last one up at your house? Maybe you got to stay up really late one night. Yeah, sometimes I like to go to bed early instead of late. Yeah, but sometimes I like to be the first one asleep. All right, friends, have a great day. Bye-bye.